So mechanical measurements and metrology. So as per our plan, today we are going to discuss angular measurements. Right. So previous classes we discussed linear measurements. Now we are going to see how to measure angular dimensions like inclination or other angular dimensions. So the learning outcome, the learners will be able to identify the methods and devices for measurement of an angle. Right. So these are our content. We are going to see the three topics. One is a sine bar. The second one is a bevel protractor or universal bevel protractor or vernier bevel protractor, split level. So we are going to see these three components to measure angle devices. And we have a variety of components like sine centers, autocollimator. So we have a variety of components to measure angle measurements, angle dimensions. Right. But now we are going to see only three: sine bar, bevel protractor, split level. Alright, so these are some of the devices we can use to measure angle. Right, so this is like a clinometer, right? This is a clinometer. This is an ordinary protractor. This is vernier bevel protractor. So right, this is angle plate, sine bar, so remaining etc. So these are some of the components we can use to measure angles of the component. Right. So before begin our instruments, we need to know what is meant by angle. Right. So it is defined as the opening between two lines which meet at a point. So normally the line is nothing but it is the distance between 2 points. So if you want to measure angle, if the two lines are meet at a point, so the opening between these two lines we can say as an angle. It is defined as the opening between two lines which meet at a point. So it is a measurement that we can measure between two lines which meets at one point. Right, so one point la meet agarada, we can say it's an angle. Okay, so for example, if two lines does not meet at all, so assume that. So if our case the two lines does not meet at all means the angle between these lines are 0 degree. Right, so unit for angular measurements, we have two units. One is degree, another one is radian. Right, so unit for angular measurement is degree. So in your protractor, you can see one minimum division, which is completely 1 degree. So protractor use panni minimum evlo measure panna mudiyum accurate appadina 1 degree. So degree. Right. So what is 1 degree? What is meant by 1 degree? So if a circle is divided into 360 equal parts, assume that if circle is divided into 360 equal parts by line passing through the center, then each part can be called as a single degree. Right, so the circle I am going to split as a 360 segments. So assume equal segments are 360 segments on a split every segments the red lines surface, so that lines make an angle of 1 degree. So each degree is divided into 60 minutes, right? Each minute divided into 60 seconds. So these are some sub classifications. So degree is so every 60 seconds 1 minute சொல்றோம் 60 minutes சேர்ந்தத 1 degree சொல்றோம். Right. So units for angle measurements. So another unit is radian. So another unit for angle is radian. It is defined as the angle of the center of an arc whose arc length is equal to the radius of the circle. Right. So if you use any radius, right? So you can construct a circle with any radius if the arc length is equal to the radius of the arc. If it is the length it's a radian. So 1 radian equal to 57.2958 degree exactly. So we can say 57.3. So precision 57.3. Right, so 1 radian equal to 57.2958. Right, so generally how to convert angle to degree to radian? There are two ways. If the general formula for converting from degrees to radian, right? So I have a degree value. I need to convert radian means I need to multiply with pi by 180 degree. In vice versa, if I have a radian, I want to convert as a degree. So I need to multiply 180 by pi. So these are some of the basic principles of angle measurements. Okay, so again the classification of angle measurements. Right, so we have a 4 classification based on how we measure. One is line standard angular measuring devices. Line standard. One of the example is protractor. right? So protractor, you see that ordinary protractor, it is divided by lines. So if you want to measure any angle, you just coincide with the line and you can measure that angle. So the line standard again, one of the example is protractor. So we are going to measure the angle with the help of line which present in the instrument device. Universal bevel protractor. So these are some of the examples of line standards. The second one is phase standard angle measuring devices, where we have two examples. One is a sine bar, another one is a sine center. So sine bar, sine bar and sine centers. The third one is a measurement of inclines. So if you want to measure inclines, you can use a split level or clinometer. So both are used to measure inclines. So for specifically split level doesn't give any value. It is used to check whether the surface is horizontal or vertical or inclined. So it is act as an inspection device. Right. The second final one is an angle comparator. It is an orthocollimator. Right. So these are some of the types of instruments. So we can see one by one. So line standard. These are some of the examples. So protractor, universal bevel protractor. Right. So the green color indicates the line. So we are going to measure the angle with the help of this line. So the line standard program. The second is sine bar and sine centers. And remember, sine centers, it is a conjunction of sine bar. It is a modification of sine bar, right? So sine bar generally used to measure flat surfaces. So if I want to measure cylindrical surfaces, angle of cylindrical surfaces, I need to hold cylindrical surface angle measure பண்ணனும் அப்படினா sine bar வச்சு measure பண்ண முடியாது, because அது maybe slip or possible இருக்கும். So I need to hold பண்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படினா I can use centers. Again, the center is one of the work holding devices in machining, right? So it's like a pen tip. So நம்ம cylindrical objects la center la we make a notch and we place our object in between these two centers. So centers la fix பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படினா I can measure the angle of that cylindrical objects, right? So one is a sine bar, another one is sine bar with the sine centers. So this all comes with the phase standard, because நான் the surface la தான் angle measure பண்றேன், right? Not a line. So surface, sine bar or sine centers. The third is a measurement of inclines. One is a split level, another one is a clinometer. Some of the examples. So again, split level, it is used to inspect whether the surface is horizontal or vertical. Clinometer, it is used to measure the inclination, but not. It's similar to our ordinary protractor, but we have some central part. We have one weight, right? So if you view, so you can view this. View then the angles, the center part always central. So we can measure the angle, otherwise we can measure the inclination. Right? The final one is auto comparator. This is one of the advanced measuring metrological instruments. We will see later detail. Right? So we are going to see the first instrument device called a vernier bevel protractor. Vernier bevel protractor. Right? So it is the simplest instrument to measure the angle between two faces of components. Right, so it is a simple measuring device. It is right. So two faces of components. So main scale on the protractor is divided into degree from 0 to 90 and each way. Right. So this is somewhat different. Ordinary protractor we have a 0 to 180 degree, but here we have a 0 to 0. In between we have a 90. So 90 level in the பக்கம் reduce ஆயிட்டே வரும், இந்த பக்கம் reduce ஆயிட்டே வரும். Right. This is a main scale. Again we have a vernier scale, and we have a lock and we have some adjustment called obtuse, acute angle adjustment. So acute angle, acute means generally the angle lies between 0 to 90. So if you want to measure this, you need a special attachment called acute angle attachment. Right. So again the working principle is similar to our vernier caliber only. Right. So the least count. So as like vernier caliber. So least count of vernier caliber is the number of least count of main scale divided by number of divisions present in the vernier scale. Again, the value also, the readings can be taken as equal, same as our vernier caliber. Again, this is the vernier caliber industrial representation. So we have a main scale, vernier scale, and we have a blade, base, and then acute angle attachment. Right. So some of the applications of vernier bevel protractor. So we have many applications. If we can measure angles of different components, like beveled components. So bevel, so if it is a corner is sharp or inside, it will affect our human. So in order to avoid, we use some other process like chamfering, all those things. So we will cut some amount. So in the bevel cut the bevel angle measure பண்றதுக்கு I can use vernier bevel protractor, right? So I can, if it is an internal bevel, then I can place my vernier calipers like this, right? This is a vernier bevel. So this is a beveled face. The second one is again it is to check angle of V block, right? Again V block, this is our V block. It is one of, again it is one of the work holding device. If you want to hold your cylindrical objects, right? So cylindrical objects hold பண்றதுக்கு we need to use V block. The V block should be it has some specified angle like 45 degree or 60 degree. So we need to ensure that process is carried by the vernier bevel protractor. Again, next one is the acute angle. Again, we have a special attachment, right? So we need to place the object and obtuse angle. So acute angle place point I can measure. So this is the way we can measure the acute angle. This is the way we can measure our obtuse angle, right? So the structure தான் different. The structure அந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு போயிட்டு angle வச்சோம் அப்படின்னா 90 and above தெரிஞ்சிடும். So இங்க என்ன angle வருதோ plus 90 ஆட் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா we can get the obtuse angle. So these are some of the images. So we can measure. So this is our ordinary bevel surface, the internal bevel. This one is like V groove. So V groove or hexagonal, right? Hexagonal shape or other shapes. So based on our workpiece shape, we can measure the angle by varying the various attachments. Attachments are very funny, right? So again, this is also another types of applications, right? So vernier angle, semi-vertical. This is like horizontal. So we can measure in both the way. Vertical place panni measure பண்ணலாம், horizontal make panni place panni measure பண்ணலாம், right? Right. Okay. So the vernier bevel protractor, again the main component is main scale and the vernier scale. So here as shown in figure, it is mentioned as the degree. So the main scale is mentioned as the degree. Assume that we have a division for each degree. So this is 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So over degree ko or divisions irukku. In the bottom we have a vernier scale. So இங்க 0 ல இருந்து 60 வரைக்கும் கொடுத்து 60 வரைக்கும் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். But divisions count பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So இந்த பக்கம் 12 division, இந்த பக்கம் 12 divisions. So it normally 1/12 of 23 degree. So it is இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும் 25 degree 20 இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா? So 23 degree குள்ள 60 complete ஆகும். So 1/12 of 20. So least count பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா again number of division வந்து 1 degree தான் minimum இருக்கும். 1 divided by number of divisions ஒரு சைடு தான் calculate பண்றேன். So 12 1/12 போட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா 0.8 கிடைக்கும் in terms of degree ல. If you want to convert minutes அப்படின்னா into 60 பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா it comes with around 5, right? So 5 வரும். This is similar. Again measurement பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நம்ம vernier caliberல என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம மேல for example இந்த ரீடிங்ஸ் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இந்த 0 பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 55, 56, 57, 58 தாண்டி இருக்கு. So the zeros of vernier it is lie between 58 to 59. So maximum என்ன வேல்யூ தாண்டின்னு பார்க்கறேன் 58 தாண்டிருக்கு, 58 டிகிரி. And then நம்ம இங்க கோயின்சிட் ஆகிறத பார்ப்போம் வெர்னியர்ல. So ஏதாவது ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் தேர்ட் டிவிஷன் கோயின்சிட் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா தேர்ட் டிவிஷன் இன்டு நம்பர் ஆஃப் லீஸ்ட் கவுண்ட் வெர்னியர் கால்குலேட் பண்ணி ஆட் பண்ணுவோம். பட் இங்க என்ன கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, வேல்யூவே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஸோ யூ கேன் டைரக்ட்லி கால்குலேட். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இஃப் இட் இஸ் 45 வந்து டைரக்டா கோயின்சிட் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படின்னா 58 டிகிரி 45 செகண்ட்ஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ 45 செகண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இங்கே வேல்யூஸ் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நமக்கு அதே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. அதான் டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ லைக் திஸ் இஸ் அவர் மெயின் ஸ்கேல். ஸோ வி ஹவ் மெயின் ஸ்கேலில் வந்து 1 டிகிரி இருக்கு, லீஸ்ட் கவுண்ட் 12 இருக்கு. அப்போ 1/12 யூ மே கெட் 0.8 into 60 பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா இட் மே லீஸ்ட் கவுண்ட் அரௌண்ட் 5 டிகிரி இருக்கும், 5 செகண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும், சாரி 5 மினிட்ஸ் இருக்கும், ரைட்? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் வாட் லீஸ்ட் கவுண்ட் த சேம் வே, ரைட்? ஸோ இப்போ இந்த கேஸ் பாருங்க, இங்கே 0 பார்க்குறேன். 0 பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 10க்கு க்ளோஸாக இருக்கு, ரைட்? ஸோ 10க்கு க்ளோஸாக இருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் எங்கே கோயின்சைட் பார்க்குறேன், இட் மேபி 45 நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ இங்கே 15 க்ளோஸாக இருக்கு, ரைட்? 15 ஃபர்ஸ்ட் க்ளோஸ் ஆனது 15. அப்போ 10 டிகிரி 15 செகண்ட்ஸ், சாரி 15 மினிட். This is the exact value. So in protractor you cannot measure in terms of minute, you can measure only up to degree. So minimum 1 degree தான் பண்ண முடியும், அதில் எவ்வளோ மினிட் இருக்குன்னு பண்ண முடியாது. பட் வெர்னியர் பெவல் protractor பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் in terms of minute லேயே பண்ணலாம். அதான் one of the advantages in vernier. So அக்யூரேட்டாக போக போக நம்ம again இப்போ நான் for example least count improve பண்ண போறேன் increase பண்ணா அப்படினா I can get good accuracy but the number of divisions also may be increased vernier scale oda number of divisions increase ஆகும் அப்ப it leads to difficult to measure the angle coincident points difficult ஆ இருக்கும் measure அந்த coincident vernier scale coincident ஆகிறது difficult ஆ இருக்கும் right so again so this is value பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா 51 degree க்கு மேல இருக்கு right so 51 க்கு மேல இருக்கு so 51 degree so 45 வந்து data coincide ஆகுது அப்ப 51 degree 45 minute this is the in such a way that we need to measure the angle. Alright, the second instrument is sine bar. Right, so sine bar again we have a two setting rollers and we have a end face and we have a upper face angle as well as lower face. In sine bar again it has a relief force to reduce weight reduction. Again the sine bar it is made by the some specified material with specific weight, right? It is all defined by the standards, so primary secondary standards, so we cannot change sine bar material, so material change பண்ண முடியாது. So if it is any contraction or any expansion or any இதா இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா it will accommodate அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி we need to design our material of sine bar. So அதனால தான் sine bar பார்த்தீங்க அப்படினா always கொஞ்சம் huge weight ஆ இருக்கும் sine bar, right? Okay, so a precision angle measuring instrument again it is also used with the slip gauges. Generally slip gauge use பண்ணி measure பண்ண போறோம், right? So this is the industrial representation of sine bar, right? Again okay, the principle is very simple. So if you want to increase ஒரு roller கீழ நம்ம slip gauges add பண்ணிட்டே வந்தோம் அப்படினா the h will increases and we know the value L, the length of sine bar. So L தெரியும் h தெரியும். In top of sine bar if I place my object place பண்றேன், so dial gauge set பண்ணி 0 set பண்ணிட்டு எனக்கு deviation இல்லாம இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா இந்த h வந்து கட் ஆகும், which means I know the h value and L value, I can easily calculate theta. Some cases I set for example some cases we add slip gauges on both the rollers, right? So sometimes ரெண்டு rollers add பண்ணோம் அப்படினா so the difference நமக்கு வரும் h2 minus h1 divided by L. Instead of h we can use h1 minus h2, right? So we will get the final h by L. So ஒரு roller add பண்ணோம்னா we can use this formula. If we add slip gauge on both the rollers then we can get two h values. The difference between difference of h value divided by length is nothing but our sine theta, so you can calculate the angle, right? Again so these are some of the examples. So we have a data surface, we have a sine bar, so we add slip gauges and we place our component. So dial gauge first portion, second portion both should be equal. In same way some cases எப்படி பண்றாங்கன்னு பாருங்க, we use gauge blocks, right? So slip gauges workpiece க்கு மேல கூட வெர்னியர் வச்சு அந்த ஃபிளாட்ல கரெக்ட்டா சீட் ஆகுதான்னு செக் பண்ணலாம். பட் this is somewhat different. For example நீங்க கரெக்ட்டா ப்ராப்பரா சீட் ஆகல, இங்க ஒரு இன்க்ளினேஷன் இருக்குன்னா வேலை சேஞ்ச் ஆகும், right? So you can use dial bar. இங்க dial bar இல்லாமலே we can measure the angle. Only thing is the workpiece கீழ வச்சிட்டு இந்த bottom of roller கீழ வச்சிட்டு மேல டாப்ல வைக்கிறேன். So there are again there is no simple procedure, so there is no common procedure to measure angles. You can use sine bar and you can do different way, but only thing is precision you need to check. Alright, again I said clearly, so if my object length is more compared to sine bar length, so very simple, we have a component and the sine bar is positioned in inverted way on top of the component, and we have a vernier height gauges and top of anvil height gauges anvil pathina we have a dial indicate dial gauges. So இந்த பக்கம் இந்த height மெஷர் பண்ணலாம், இந்த பக்கம் height மெஷர் பண்ணலாம். இந்த ரோலர் டச் பண்றேன், ரீடிங்கை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் 0, இந்த dial gauge 0 இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா பிரஷர் வந்து கரெக்ட்டா இருக்கும். அப்போ இங்கேயும் 0 செட் பண்றேன். And remember the L வந்து you need to check, you need to ensure, right? So for example sine bar length 100 meter அப்படினா the L should be 100 mm. அதை வந்து we need to ensure manually, there is no other way, right? So if you calculate in such a way, so இது மாதிரி previous case மாதிரி தான் நான் சொன்ன ரெண்டு slip gauges ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன் அப்படினா I say h2 minus h1 difference. The same way here I am taking two readings r1 minus, so the difference of reading divided by L is gives the sin theta, so the difference of value, right? This is the external ஒரு part. இப்போ for example internal diameter, right? So assume that I have an internal hole, so internal I have a taper. I need to measure this taper angle, internal taper angle. So எப்படி மெஷர் பண்றேன்னு பாருங்க. ஸ்லிப் காஜஸ் வச்சிருக்கேன். ஸ்லிப் காஜ்னால இன்டர்னல் வச்சிட்டு the same procedure. இந்த ரெண்டு ரீடிங்கை internal surface டச் பண்ண வைக்கிறேன். So if internal surface டச் பண்றப்ப I will get the value. So அந்த வேல்யூ வச்சு I can the difference வச்சு எனக்கு angle calculate பண்ணலாம். Alright, so again நம்ம பார்க்குறது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஜென்ரலி பேசிக்ஸ் தான் பார்க்குறோம். We have a variety of instruments, variety of methods. For example, sine bar itself, we have 100 or 1000 types of sine bars. Right, so the relief codes based பண்ணி நிறைய இருக்கும். Right, so what is the advantages of sine bar? It is a precise and accurate angle measuring device. It is a simple in design and construction. It is easily available, but disadvantages is it is fairly reliable at angle less than 15, but becomes increasingly inaccurate as the angle increases. It is impractical to use sine bar for above 40 degrees. So sine bar main advantage limitation பார்த்தோம்னா less than 15 degree இருந்துச்சுன்னா we can easily measure. Angle கூட accuracy குறையும். So 45 degree இருந்துச்சுன்னா very difficult to measure. Angle வந்து 45 degree இருந்துச்சுன்னா 45 less than இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஏன்னா slip ஆயிரும் or some other cases we cannot hold. So அதனால generally it is precise up to 15 degree. Right, it is difficult to handle and position the slip gauges. Again, the wrenching. So slip gauge வரிசையா place பண்றப்ப we need to ensure there is no air gap between these slip gauges. We need to ensure. So இதெல்லாமே we need to check. If any air gaps or any foreign particles present in the slip gauges, then we give the wrong value. It's very difficult to position the slip gauges. The sine bar is physically clumsy to hold in position. Right, so as I said, it is like a huge weight. It is handling is very difficult. The application limited for fixed center distance between two rollers, right? So you cannot change the rollers. So sine bar 100 meter மட்டும் தான். So it is a fixed centers. So slight errors on the sine bar causes large angular errors. So sine bar ஏதாவது சின்ன error இருந்தாலுமே it gives the large error in measurements. So these are the advantages as well as limitations. Okay, so the final instrument is spirit level. Again, it is an inspection device. So it indicates whether a surface is horizontal or vertical. Right. So the value. So here we have a bubble. Right. So on tube is there. It is filled with the liquids. If the surface is flat, so we need to place the spirit level on top of the surface. Surface மேல வச்சிருவோம். If the surface is flat, அப்படினா the bubble பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா இந்த reading நடுவுல சென்டர்ல கரெக்ட்டா பொசிஷன் ஆகும். If any variation in the bubble, it shows the angles, inclinations in the surface. Right. Again, the fluid generally it's a low viscosity fluid. It is a graduated linear unit. So for example, so இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா there is no units. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா சென்டர்ல இருக்கு. So இங்க இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா we can check எவ்வளவு angle variation இருக்குன்றத we can easily measure. Right. Okay. So up to this we saw what is meant by angle, the units of angle, what are the type instruments we have to measure angles. How we classify angle measurements. So we have a 4 classification, and we see 3 components like vernier bevel protractor, sine bar, and then spirit level. Right. Thank you.